So today we're going to be going through a full body workout. I'm going to be putting up some weight on the overhead press, doing some Romanian deadlifts, some rows, a couple isolation exercises. So I've been training twice per week for a long time now. You guys know I'm a big fan of twice per week training. Should really be the default way to train for natural lifters, to be honest with you, man. That's the consensus I always come to. Train 3 times per week. I've done the twice per week. I've had long periods of time to compare the two, and I always think twice per week takes the edge. So yeah, twice per week, it's gonna be a quick full body workout. And so I'm still cutting, I'm still eating in a calorie deficit. Been cutting for like a month and a half now, so the fat loss has been very smooth. I haven't experienced any strength loss, any hunger, any muscle loss. It's been very, very smooth, and I'm almost reaching the end of the cut. So that's the beauty of keeping yourself in striking distance of your goal body fats. You never have to cut for more than 2 to 3 months, and that's really what I advocate with the whole Polarity fitness philosophy. So let's get to the public gym. Hopefully these fuckers let me film, and yeah, let's get to it. So I'm starting things off with some warm-up sets on the standing press. So I've been working on the seated barbell overhead press for a while now. I just recently transitioned back to the standing press. This is one of my favorite exercises, man, but it's fucking brutal. And so I showed the warm-up sets here because a lot of guys ask me, how do you warm up properly? The key to warming up is to do just enough so that you're ready to hit your working sets, but without fatiguing yourself. So that's typically going to be about 3 to 4 warm-up sets. Just 3 typically for upper body exercises, 4 for lower body exercises, just slowly working up to your top set. So this is the top set, 145, and I got 6 reps here. So as I said, I haven't done the standing press in a while, so I miscalculated things here and I kind of failed a rep. So I tried to go for a 7th and I didn't get it, and that happens here and there. You don't want to fail consistently because it messes up with the strength curve, messes up with your recovery. But, you know, it happens here and there, man. It's no big deal. So then I rested 3 to 4 minutes, dropped the weight down to 125 and got 9 reps. So that's how you do reverse pyramid training. The way I do it, and it's always just 2 sets per exercise. If you're training with the right amount of effort and intensity, 2 exercises is all you need. 3 is almost redundant for a lot of exercises when you're really bringing your all into every set that you do. And so what you do is you warm up to one top set of 6 to 8 reps, and then you drop the weight 15 to 20%, rest 3 to 5 minutes, and go for 10 to 12. And that's how I train the majority of my key exercises, my big major compound exercises. But I don't use reverse pyramid training for every exercise, as it doesn't lend itself well to some exercises, in my opinion, like isolation exercises. And even Romanian deadlifts here, I just do 2 straight sets of 10 to 12. And so I really love Romanian deadlifts. So for the past year and a half, I've been working on conventional deadlifts almost exclusively. So I like to go back and forth between Romanian deadlifts and conventional deadlifts. So I'm going to spend a good chunk of time mastering these. So this is just 265, 2 sets of 10 to 12. This is my first time using straps. I think straps are a good way to go with Romanian deadlifts. Usually I'm not about strapping up because I want to get the most out of every lift, get the forearm involvement. But typically when you're working with higher reps on this fucking guy, I got my shot, god damn it. Typically when you're working with higher reps on the Romanian deadlift, your grip gives out before your posterior chain gives out. So it just makes sense to strap up. So I get a little bit more posterior chain activation on this lift with the straps. I find it works a little bit better. So as I said, just 2 sets per exercise. And then I went into some one-arm dumbbell rows. This is one of my favorite rowing variations because it takes the lower back out of the equation, builds the fuck out of your forearms, your lats, your traps, rear delts. It's a fantastic movement and it's very easy on your recovery. So when it comes to rows, I like to nowadays kind of stick to more back supported variations, especially when you're training squats and deadlifts hard in your routine. It's better to save most of your lower back recovery for those lifts and not kind of overdo it on the rows. So I like the back supported versions even more. I like hammer strength rows like the machine as well. But I train at my home gym, so I don't have access to it, so I kind of stick with more of the free weights. But this is a fantastic exercise. And this structure, guys, is really the core Polarity fitness philosophy right here, this workout. So how it works, and I always say this in all my videos, if you guys are familiar with me, you'll know that I always throw around the message that really the key to building a great natural physique is about having a handful of big major compound exercises in your routine that train the majority of your musculature. It's about mastering them and getting as strong as possible at them in good form in a medium rep range over time. That is the cornerstone principle behind drug-free physique building. And therefore, the reason why twice per week training works so well is because you're giving yourself so much recovery. So every time you step in the gym, you're able to produce progressive poundages on your mainstay compound exercises. It's not about how long you're spending in the gym. It's never about how many sets you're doing, how many days of the week you're in the fucking gym. It's not about doing as much as possible. It's not about being in that more is better mentality. It's about, in the past few months, how much weight have you added to a handful of big major compound exercises? How much have your key exercises increased over the past few months? And for most people, the answer is fuck all. And that's why most people's training routines are dog shit. And that's why most natural lifters don't have impressive physiques. If more people started training just twice per week, focused on training just a handful of big major compound exercises spread out across the 2 different workouts, and they focused on progressively getting stronger at these lifts over time, we would not have a lack of muscle mass in the world, quite frankly. We wouldn't have a lack of results with natural lifters. More people would be walking around with impressive physiques, moving impressive weights across the big major compound exercises. It's just a fact, because you're giving yourself adequate recovery between workouts, and therefore every time you step in the gym, you're able to produce progressive poundages. Recovery is the most important thing. It's not about annihilating yourself in the gym. It's about doing just enough to stimulate growth, and then getting out of the gym, giving yourself time to recover, overcompensate, and then come back a little bit stronger. Add a little bit of weight to the bar. And so if you're doing too much volume, if you're being in the gym all the time, you're not going to be able to produce progressive poundages. It's that fucking simple, guys. It's that simple. So, something that actually frustrates me, this is a little side note, is like how I have to use the words like minimalist training, low volume training, low frequency training. I have to use that to kind of get the message through to a lot of people on YouTube and in the fitness industry in general. But really, it's just common sense training. This is drug-free training. It's so funny how you have to label it with these little terms and shit, but this is just common sense training. This is how you should train as a natural lifter. This is the best way. And as I said, man, I've been training for a long time now. It's been really my mission, my passion to uncover the best way to approach fitness for drug-free lifters while also not sacrificing your life, without living in the fucking gym. And this is really what I've uncovered over the years, man, this training philosophy. And so the way to set up a twice per week training routine is very simple. You have a lower body compound lift, an upper body press, an upper body pull, and then you throw in a few isolation exercises. So it's super simple. My other workout, I do trap bar deadlifts, I do bench press, and then I do weighted chin-ups and a few isolation exercises. Those are the key exercises. And then for this routine, the key exercises are going to be the overhead press, the Romanian deadlift, the rows, and then I threw in one set of dips here just to finish things off. And so that's all it comes down to, and it's about relentlessly getting stronger at those key exercises over time. The isolation exercises are just to throw a little bit of icing on top of the cake, just to hit the muscle groups that don't get hit quite as hard with the main lifts, give them a bit more work. But really, it's your strength gains on the big major compound exercises in your routine that will account for your physique development. And as you see here, the proof is in the pudding. Just twice per week training, focused on getting strong. That's all it comes down to, man. Super, super simple shit. It's not about living in the gym, but having a handful of big compound lifts, progressively getting stronger at them over time, in a medium rep range in good form. So it's a few hours later now. I just cooked up a nice dinner. I think this is about 16 ounces of steak. Then I cooked it up with some Brussels sprouts and some potatoes. So this is a really, really good cutting meal. I think this is like 1,500 calories. Super, super satisfying meal. Good to replenish yourself well after those big workouts. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you did. If you guys want a full program, a full system to help you master your fitness as a drug-free lifter, to help you rapidly pack on muscle and strength, then make sure you check out my Herculean bulking program. It's my newest 9-month drug-free muscle building masterclass designed to help you gain 16 to 18 pounds of muscle without living in the gym, without sacrificing your life. We're gonna be accomplishing it with just 2 to 3 hard-hitting, focused training sessions per week and a super enjoyable diet. So make sure you guys get in there. I'll also be in there in the Facebook community, engaging with you guys, answering questions. It's a super dope program. So make sure you get in there, and I'll see you on the inside, and we'll talk soon.